Jordan, here we are, IP Nationals 2018, Ben Motorsport Park. You qualified first and had a win in Heat 1, setting a new IP lap record for under 2 litre.
Yeah, great start of the weekend. Yeah, very, very happy with it. We're tuning the car up every session. Simon Phillips, the car owner from Victoria, look, he's we're working well together, trying to tune it up, make it a better race car, make it quicker as well. Had some stiff competition from Dave Walden in that race, closer than we thought he'd be, which is good. So bring it on.
Well, mate, it's certainly not a bad little car for a car that was made from the wreckers.
Yeah, it's not a bad jigger. Like Simon's put a lot of time, effort and money into it and turned it into a good beast. And he's built it well. Probably one of the most technical cars on the grid, which makes it hard to get right. But once we get it right, it's rewarding.
Well, mate, we've still got quite a bit of racing to go. We wish you the best of luck for the weekend.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Ray National Weekend, Nationals 2018. Trying to back up with your fourth in a row. Certainly been a difficult effort so far this weekend.
Yeah, look, it's not the start that we wanted, but thankfully the problems we've been having are problems that we can overcome. And, you know, yesterday, private practice, and unfortunately had a coming together with another car, but knocked the steering out a bit, fixed that up okay. And then this morning, I won't say that I knocked the exhaust off, but part of the exhaust fell off. And that sort of curtailed our first qualifying session. So, yeah, I was a little bit worried sitting back in 16th or 18th prior to the start of the second session.
Yeah, well, look, you ended up coming back nice and strong, qualified second, and in your first heat came out with a race win. Yeah,
look, the car was great. I mean, we put some better tyres on it for that second quali and the first race today. And, it's awesome to drive. I love this circuit. There's so many technical spots that you've got to get right, and, you know, trying to remember them all, you know, in your first weekend, it is difficult, but it's a lot of fun,
Now, driving with a little bit of, become an invalid this weekend. Had some knee surgery after a bit of a mishap with a massage. And how's it surviving this weekend?
Yeah, look, drugs and alcohol are the best thing to cure it. Thankfully, it's my left foot, or my left knee, and it's, you know, I don't have to use the clutch once we're off the line, so it's manageable with some anti-inflammatories and, yeah, getting through it.
Well, mate, enjoy the rest of the weekend. We've got a lot of racing yet to come, so give it your best.
Yeah, thanks, Pete, and look, all the best to everyone competing this weekend. Unfortunately, we've seen a few cars already have some DNFs. Hopefully, people can work on them tonight and get them up and going, because tomorrow it'll be an awesome day. It's going to be hot, but I think everyone will have a lot of fun.
Brooke, made it all the way from WA. It's Saturday afternoon and you've just had a horrible weekend from the start of Friday.
It has been shocking. So yesterday I blew an engine halfway through some of the practice. We managed to source another one, so we're here till midnight putting it in. Engine mounts weren't right, so we kind of gave up, went back. The gentleman that we bought the engine off actually managed to fix it, so we got a phone call in the morning. So we came straight down here and put the engine in, got it running, went out for my first qualifying. Unfortunately, the engine overheated, so we came back in, changed the thermostat over. Then we thought, it'll be okay. Went out for the first race, halfway through, and unfortunately pushed a rod through my second engine. So we've come all this way, but unfortunately that's it for us this weekend, yeah.
Well, how long have you been racing, Brooke?
So about 3.5 years. I haven't had a whole lot of luck in this car, to be honest. This year's been okay, probably the best that I've had. But yeah, started off in a little Mirage. I did a year in that, and then we upgraded to this.
Tell us a little bit about the Subaru.
So we've upgraded bits and pieces. We've got our mechanic on board start of last year. It's going all right. You know, we've upgraded bits and pieces, and we've seen a pretty good improvement overall. But yeah, as I said, today's just killed us.
Well, mate, it's great to see you made the trip all the way from Perth, but we wish you the best of luck and hope to see you again out in the Nationals maybe next year.
You'll definitely see me again, except I'll be in a different car. But thank you. Thanks for having us.
Matt, Nationals 2018, Ben Motorsport Park. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's challenging and exciting at the same time. So, yeah, it's an amazing track. I don't even know how many corners there are, but, yeah, it just seems to go on and on forever. So, yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
We've made the trek all the way from WA. Certainly a long trip, certainly worth it too. Very technical circuit, and you're up the pointy end.
Yeah, I was hoping to do all right over here, but it's turning out to be a bit of a challenge. Everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses, whether it's the track, their car, and everything involved, you know. So far it's been interesting, but yeah, happy to be where I am so far.
Any real issues, a few tyre issues, I hear?
Yeah, we've let a couple of tyres go, a couple of big lock-ups. A few of the corners aren't there until you get there because you can't see them. So it's just a big learning curve. But yeah, as long as you've got a smile on your doll, you're doing it right, I think.
Well, you still have, mate. We've still got a lot of racing to go on Sunday, so we wish you the best of luck for it.
No worries, thank you very much. Cheers.
Adam, 2018 Nationals.
Yep.
Mate, Saturday afternoon, you're currently leading on, currently equal with Ray Hislop on points.
Excellent. Pretty happy about that. So no complaints here.
Mate, tell us a bit about the car.
Look, it's something we've been putting together for a little while. It's a Holden Monaro 6-litre engine, Hollinger gearbox. So it's reasonably well built. Home built though, so it took us a long while to do it. But yeah, we're getting on top of it. So yeah, it's going all right.
How are you finding the Ben Motorsport Park?
Oh, look, to be honest, I'm originally from South Australia. We spent a lot of time in the West, but when I heard they were building this place, I was like, I've got to move back to Adelaide. So, look, South Australians are very, very lucky people that the Shahins have been able to put something like this together, and we should all be grateful because it's an amazing facility, not just the track, but obviously all the other bits and pieces, infrastructure around it. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, mate, we've still got a lot of racing tomorrow. Hopefully there's no issues with the car and you can do well.
Yeah, look, we're under no illusion of Ray's got number one on his car for a reason. So, look, we're here to be competitive and then put the car back on the trailer at the end of the weekend in one piece. So that's the aim, and look, we intend to do that.
How are you finding the Ben Motorsport Park?
Oh, Pete, it's an incredible track. Like, it's really hard work, and especially I've got no power steering, so some of those corners you've got a lot of load on, and yeah, after 4 sessions today, like, it's a pretty good workout, but I feel great. I love the track. Completely different to what I've driven before, and yeah, it's taken a bit of learning actually. There's not a lot of reference points on the track to find out where you want to brake or turn in, that sort of stuff. So it's just getting a memory of the track probably is the key.
We've certainly had an interesting lead up to this because you've had some engine issues and body issue, fire at the last round and so on. So it's been a bit of work.
Yeah, it's been a bit of work. The fire, the guys at Grant Performance who put the car together, they got it back on the road pretty quick. And then we just had some mechanical issues at Phillip Island, so they didn't get to run, but which would have been our last round for the Vic State Championships. And Did a test day at Winton, and he did some bearings in a motor, which is really unusual in rotary. So anyway, yeah, we put another motor in, and thanks to John who builds our motors, he's done a great job and got us mobile again. And look, things been fantastic this weekend. It's been awesome.
Well, mate, we've got quite a bit of racing left over the Sunday period, so we wish you the best of luck.
Good on you, Pete. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, thanks to the sponsors as well, who have actually put it all on as well. Much appreciated.
John, interesting afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Doing quite well in the Mitsubishi.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. We've had a pretty good weekend so far, trying to keep our nose clean. Had a little bit of a contact in the last heat, but unintentional. But yeah, both cars are okay, so that's what we want to see. Every car having a chance to make the final. But yep, no, we're wrapped with the Magna. We've done a lot of work over the last couple of years. I've really haven't really ran it since the IP Nationals at Phillip Island. We had a pretty good run then, but we've done some more homework and got it a little bit closer to the front, but hopefully we've got a car that'll go the distance in the final. That's what we're working on.
Well, it's certainly giving a few of the V8s a run for their money at the Bend this weekend. How have you found the track?
Yeah, it's a technical track, but that also makes it a challenge. So yeah, I enjoy that. Yeah, it's good, and it can bring out a balanced car that's probably a bit short on. I'm giving away a lot of horsepower to the V8s, and then you've got this mix of the light turbo cars that are 400 kilos lighter. So no, it's good. It's good.
Well, mate, you've done some work to the car. What have you done recently?
We've got a bit more grunt out of the engine, and then electronically being able to cope with it, so that we had a few gremlins in the background that we didn't realise we were that close to the line, but we soon found out when we tried to develop it a bit more and went backwards, but now we've got on top of it, so yep.
Well, mate, we've got the Rapid Charging finals coming up. We wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much, Pete. Thanks for your support.
David, not too many Victorian V8s left running this weekend, but you're one of them.
Yeah, sorry about the voice. I got man flu this weekend, so I'm feeling pretty ordinary. Little old cars going round and round, and touch wood, it's been all right so far. It's been good.
Well, you've had a few issues to get around, a few brake issues and other bits and pieces. How have you gone sorting those out?
We just threw new rotors and pads on it. We've got a clutch slave cylinder that's leaking, so we run out of clutch by the end of the race, but we just fill it up again, and we haven't got time to change it, so we'll just battle on. We've got 12 laps to get through, and if we can finish where we start, well, I'll be very happy.
Well, mate, how have you found the track this weekend?
Awesome, really good, fun track. Takes a bit to get around. It's got too many corners for my pea little brain. But no, it's really good. And the guys I've been running with, they've been giving each other racing room. It's been unreal. It's probably been some of the best racing I've had in a long time. And it's been a lot of the Victorians all together. It's been a bit weird like that. So I've had Kennedy, Butcher, Jamie Augustine, myself and Matt Logan, and we've all been swapping places and not swapping paint. It's been really awesome fun, really good.
Well, mate, we've got the Rapid Charging finals coming up. We wish you the best of luck.
No worries, thanks, Pete. It's been a fantastic weekend. Thank goodness I don't have to do the Rapid Charge. I can get a bit of a break, and then we go out. Some of the other guys have got now time to fix their cars for the final. I think it's been a bit of attrition this weekend. It's pretty hot, and it's really hard on the car here. So I hope everyone gets out there and has a great time. And thanks South Australia for putting on Tail and Bend. It's been really good fun.
Sean, Bend weekend, 2018 Nationals, here in the little Mark 1 GT Cortina.
Yeah, 1963, oldest IP car in Australia, and still going strong for now. If we can make it through the weekend, I'll be happy if it keeps straight and in one piece.
Tell us a bit about the car, because she certainly hunkers along all right.
Home built. Built it 10 years ago. I was retiring from racing. I sold my mini improved production car and went, time to build something different. And the missus said, what are you doing? And it's like, bad luck, I'm building another car. I've been running it since, slowly getting it quicker and quicker. Finished second outright in the SA Championship last year. And this year we've had a quiet year, just did Clipsal, and it's my last meeting. I'm retiring after this, unfortunately. But my missus not happy about it. She said she's going to drive me mad. Need to find something else to do. So.
Well, the Bend Motorsport Park, it's your first time here and obviously going to be your last time. What do you think of the circuit, though?
It's a great circuit as far as drivers go. Very technical, fast flowing. Doesn't really suit my car. My car's pretty twitchy. And I'm running out of puff down the straight. I really need another gear. Six speed would be nice. But we make it up through the corners, and so we sort of, if we can tag on the back of a V8 down the straight, get a run with them, and then pull out before the kink and get them under brakes, it's normally all right. But yeah, we're up to 10th in that one, but then ended up rear of field after Lee Forrest spun in front of me, which we managed to not hit him, which was good. So, but it's made my work much harder now.
Well, we wish you the best of luck for the finals. Certainly some big racing coming up in this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's getting a bit warmer out there, so it's going to be hard work. But everybody's in the same boat, and hopefully everybody has fun and keeps it clean. It should be good.
Grand finals coming up very soon. Bend Motorsport Park, almost your home circuit now, being a South Australian.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky having a facility like this. I've had one run earlier this year. There was a round in between, but I sat that one out and thought I'd come out for the Nationals, which has been good fun.
How's the Nissan been travelling this weekend?
It's been going okay. It seemed to be lacking a little bit of top-end speed, but it's been pretty reliable this weekend. Haven't had too many issues. I had a bad start earlier on yesterday, so ended up back in the pack, but other than that, had a good run.
Well, mate, we've got the finals coming up. You're certainly in the mix there. How do you think you'll go?
Realistically, I think there's a fair few top-notch cars here this weekend, so somewhere in the top 10 I'll be pretty happy, I think.
Well, mate, we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Now, Brett, I'm not going to give you a hard time. I know you're in your wife's car, but it was an opportunity for you to be able to race at an event that you've put so much tireless work into helping to organise.
Yeah, she was very kind. She did first practice, I did second practice, and then she let me drive the rest of the weekend. So I'm very lucky to have someone who let me do that. But yeah, we had a few struggles with the car I was going to run, and it went bang last week just before the event. So I'm in this one.
Well, you've put in a lot of hard yards getting this event off the ground, the 2018 Nationals, as part of the South Australian Committee. A lot of sleepless nights, obviously.
A lot of, just trying to. We're starting from I've never run an event before. We've all sort of had to learn a lot in a very short period of time. We've had a lot of help from Janelle Warwick and Rob Theory in getting things organised and knowing what we need to do. Also Keith Williamson, and the committee's been really, really helpful the whole time.
Well, mate, you're out there. You're still going. How have you found the weekend? How have you found the circuit?
Really enjoyed it. The first race of the weekend was one of the most enjoyable races I've ever had. We had a lot of fun, and hopefully we keep it in one piece and finish the event.
Mate, we wish you the best of luck. Still the finals to come, so go out and give it your best.
Thank you. Hopefully we've got a big fuel tank because it's standard, and everyone else sounds like they're a bit small. So if we're lucky, they'll all run out of fuel.
John, all the way from WA, how are you finding it?
Oh, it's brilliant here. Loving the track. It's quick. It's a bit of a challenge compared to what we're used to in WA, but it's been a good time here.
Well, you're still running. It's certainly been a lot of attrition this weekend, but the car's still going.
Yeah, car's still going. Had an issue in quali where I delaminated one of the tyres, but yeah, come back in, fix that up, went out again. Just slowly modifying the car to get it to go quicker and quicker. Yeah.
Well, you're certainly it's certainly up there towards the pointy end there with the finals coming up. How do you think you'll run?
Hopefully I can keep it in the top 5. 12 laps will be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, hopefully we can keep it straight, keep it on the black stuff and get up there, give it to them.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. It's certainly a long trip from WA and it'd be nice to go home with something.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Rob, how are you travelling this weekend at the Bend?
Pretty well so far. Things are going along pretty smoothly. We've had no real hiccups, although we do have a bit of a dodgy left front shocker, but we can drive around that problem for the weekend. We can't fix it. So up till now, things have been good.
Well, you were here a couple of weeks ago to have a look at the circuit. Do you think that's given you sort of a bit of a heads up over the other drivers?
Oh, look, no doubt about that, yeah. I'm glad I did do that round a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it probably does give you a bit of an advantage, but I think most of them now we're on fairly even par.
How's the Beamer travelling up against the V8s? Because you're still up the pointy end there.
Yeah, naturally they've got a bit of a few legs on down the straight and that, but really though, the corners it's fairly even. But yeah, no, I'm hanging sniff around the back of them.
Well, mate, we've got the final coming up. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Pete. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope we've got enough fuel. We've just done the calculations. It's touch and go. Whether we've got enough fuel for the 12 laps.
Scott, the Toyota 86 out there cutting some laps. How was it this weekend?
Oh, it's great weekend. Nice warm weather, well organised. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Now, is this the first time at the track or have you been here before?
No, this is my local track. So I've been here probably 3 or 4 times now. A couple of race meetings and some practice days.
So you've certainly had some time up your sleeve to practice the. It's very technical out there.
Oh, definitely more than it looks on paper. So there's a lot of off-camber, blind corners. It's really technical, really fast out the back, which I love that section. And the Toyotas handle really well out the back. Great track, great facilities.
Tell us a bit about the 86.
Yeah, it's a 2014 Toyota 86. It's just got basic modifications, suspension brakes, retune, roll cage, pretty basic sort of thing. But they're a great little under 2 litre car.
Well, mate, we've got the final coming up. We wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Should be good. We got half an hour race, which I've never done one that long before, so that should be good as well.
Tim, the Toyota Corolla getting around the bend this weekend. How's it travelling?
Mate, this is one of the best tracks I've been to in the world, if not the best. Yeah, it's a lot to learn here. Get faster every lap.
What have you done to the car to make it go as quick as it does?
I've got a very special engine in this car. The problem for me this time is going to be in the final. I haven't got enough fuel on board, so I'm going to have to race below my pace.
Yes, it's certainly been a bit of a discussion through the under 2 litre field about have we got enough room in the petrol tank to fill it up for a 12-lap race.
Yeah, mate, I filled mine right up to the gunnels. And I'm going to have to run probably short shifting about 500 RPM. And if it still looks bad towards the end, I'll start cruising into the corners. That's all I can do.
Well, mate, it's coming up very soon. We wish you the best of luck. Go out there and have some fun.
Thank you very much. I've had a great time here regardless of how it ends up.
name's Jamie Ware. I'm the president of IPRA SA, and it's not really welcome, really, is it? Because it's the end of the event. But welcome to the presentation. I hope you all had a lovely time this weekend. I'm sure everyone had a little bit of trouble every now and then, but if you did have trouble, I hope you got it back on track, and I hope you had a great time, because it's a beautiful track, a great facility, and we're very, very proud and very lucky to have it here in South Australia. And I hope one day that you guys will all come back, because you've enjoyed yourselves so much. Before I go on to the trophies, I'd just like to thank a few people, the old formalities. First of all, I'd like to thank the saloon guys for having their nationals with us as well. That certainly helped balance the budget a little bit. Not too sure there's too many saloon guys here, but thanks to them. Rob Theory, if he's here, Clark, of course, he and Janelle Orick were really, really helpful for us in the early days, and as well as throughout the whole process, having regular meetings with us, helping us and guiding us in terms of the organisation. So that was very, very nice of them. Thanks very much to all the interstate guys and all the guys, visitors, support teams, so on and so forth. You guys rock for coming all this way. Thank you very much. The volunteers who man the flag points, and Lord knows what else they do for us, but those guys who come here for free and devote their time so we can go racing. Thank you very much to all of those guys. Yep. Keith and Claire Williamson, again, I'm not too sure if they're around, but thank you very much to them for helping out. Back in the early days, I'm not sure if Jeff McDonald's here, but back in the early days, Jeff McDonald was quite instrumental in getting things together, so I want to thank Jeff. Also, Simon Moyle, who has done a stellar job throughout the process from start to finish. So thank you very much to Simon. And I don't know where Brett is, but Brett and Sandy, in particular, where is Brett? Where's he gone? But Brett, up the back there, that guy's a legend. He has done so much to organise this event, and I thank him and I thank his dear wife Sandy for allowing him to spend all that time helping and organising this event. So thanks very much, Brett. Who else we got here? Matt Stanton and your team for all the tyres. I think you guys have kept pretty busy, so thank you very much, Matt. And thank you to Yokohama for sponsoring the event. Equally, thank you to Harlan Engineering, which Brett is the Managing Director of, so thank you again to Brett. Adelaide Special Vehicles for supplying all the course cars and parking a couple out the front there for display, so thank you very much to Adelaide Special Vehicles. And finally, thank you very much to Ordinga and Flurio Towing. On, what was it, Friday afternoon? I think it was Friday afternoon. Rob Theory, the clerk of course, came to me and said, "You guys rock. You guys have done a stellar job," and he was really, really pleased. And he's seen a few towing companies in his time, and for you guys to do your first event here and get accolades like that from a clerk of course who's got years and years of experience, hats off to you guys. Well done. And thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you. I think from now we are on to presentations. In third place we have Peter Cusato. Congratulations, Peter. Oh, I'm terrible. Being presented by Brett from Harlan Engineering. In second place we have Harrison Cooper from New South Wales. Congratulations, Harrison. Oh, I didn't do the thing. I'm having a shocker. Do you want to say a word? Do you want to say something?
Just like to thank pit crew that gets you here and all the officials and the club. It's a fantastic weekend.
Cheers.
Just want to thank my parents. Drove the car down from Sydney. Big effort for them to bring the car here. Privileged to race on the circuit. My uncle. Yesterday was a bit awkward day, broke gearbox and all that sort of stuff, and Maddie and my uncle and dad got the car back on the road, and we managed to get it back up the front somewhere, so thanks to all the officials and for everyone that's come from all over Australia for IPRA. Made a big effort to get down here and have a race. So thanks very much. Cheers.
And finally, first in under 2 litre is David Walden. Congratulations, David. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
No speech. I'd like to thank IPRA South Australia for organising such a great event, especially Simon. His communication over the web was just fantastic to help us all out get here. Thank my family for coming down, and thanks to Luke especially. We changed the gearbox in the car between races on Saturday. It was great. And all the competitors, just love coming down here at the Nationals to just catch up with everybody from all around Australia. It's fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, so third in under 2 litre, we have Peter Casato. Congratulations, Peter. You don't want to say anything else? All right, so second in under 2 litre is Harrison Cooper. Well done, Harrison. Shall I say something again? And finally, David Walden, first in under 2 litre. Well done, David. Well done, mate. Would you like to say something?
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to thank all the sponsors for the event. It's been a great event. Thank my wife, Jackie, for coming down again. She keeps telling me every year to keep racing. She enjoys coming to these Nationals so much. Another 10 years, we've still got it. Thanks very much.
Because I'm a little new to this game, this is I've never done a Nationals before, I've not heard of this, but you have a State of Origin challenge. I thought we'd present that before we go on to the unders and overs. For those of you who don't know, it's based on the number of entrants from each state and where those entrants place within all the heats and the final. Is that right? Heats and final? Yeah. And it's all averaged out. So look, this year, congratulations goes to the people who travel the furthest away, WA. Well done. I don't know who's going to... Yeah, well done.
Got to get something for the weekend. On behalf of the WA contingent, we'd listen. It doesn't work, mate.
No, it's only for the camera.
Oh, right. On behalf of the WA contingent, I'd like to thank IPR South Australia for putting the event on. I'd like to thank all the officials and the volunteers that have actually made it possible for us to be here. Our Dinga Towing, great effort for sponsoring the event so it could happen. And to all the other states, yeah, we're the winners of the State of Origin. Hey!
Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors, or Dinga Towing, and all the volunteers and all the officials that put in heaps of work behind the scenes to make an awesome event like this happen. So yeah, cheers, great racing over the weekend, and thanks to all the interstaters that come over and make the competition as good as what it is. Cheers.
Okay, over 3 litre in second place we have Matt Cherry. Well done, Matt.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for coming over to the Nationals as we did. It's always a great event to catch up with everyone, and everyone drives really, really well. Challenging track. I absolutely loved it. Took me all day Friday just to figure out where I was going. So, yeah, thanks to my mum and dad, obviously, sponsors, Racing Dynamics, and Jazzmat Steel Fabrication. Thank you.
Okay, so first in over 3 litre, and congratulations goes to Ray Hislop. Well done, Ray. Well done, mate. Yeah, look, thank you, and especially I have to sorry, Karen. I have to thank the sponsors because unfortunately I did have to utilise their services this morning, so I really appreciate that. Look, to the IPRA committee in South Australia, awesome effort to put on such a great event. To Yokohama as well, you know, they provide us with some fantastic rubber to go racing with. To everyone that's come from, you know, far and wide to compete this weekend, you know, hopefully there wasn't too many crash damages, so I think that everyone's going home pretty much in the state that they come. To my wife, Karen, it was remiss of me last year not to thank you, my dear, but thank you for allowing, you know, me to continue, you know, doing what I truly love doing. To Weldy, I'm not sure where he, Dave, you know, it's, as always, there's, it's not just the driver. You've got to have the car that's under you to be able to do what we do. And, you know, Dave puts an enormous effort in, spends a lot of time devoted to making sure that, you know, we have a mechanically reliable car. So, Dave, thank you very much. To all of the other place getters in all of the categories, awesome. You know, well done. And, yeah, look forward to as many as possible coming down to our lovely state of Tasmania next year.
Most of it, and I really appreciate what he does with me. So cheers. Thanks, mate.
Once again, there's an important man in my life I forgot to thank too, and that's my number one mechanic, Brad Searle. Thank you very much, buddy.
Lucky everyone's getting a second chance at this, eh? All right, first in overture leader, Ray Hislop. Well done, Ray. If I knew a little bit more, I think you've got a lap record as well, didn't you?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, well done, a lap record as well.
Yeah, again, thank you. I said enough before. Just for everyone, safe journey home.